Hey guys, Bam here, and welcome to another reaction video. That's right, last video I was so tired I could not stay up, but I am wide awake now, so you don't have to worry about me getting tired at all. Now, in this video, I'm going to react to another one of Dr. Bob's videos, and this one's called The Grinner. Now, let me ask y'all something. Do y'all hate going to the dentist? Yeah. Cause seeing the thumbnail, this person looks like he needs to go to the dentist because the way his teeth has shifted and the way it's growing, doesn't look like a dentist would see anything like that. But, real question. How many of y'all don't like going to the dentist? Because at some point you gotta go to the dentist to make sure your teeth straighten, they're whitened, and just in case you got some extra teeth coming in, you gotta get your teeth pulled. Now, I personally got some wisdom teeth pulled back when I was back in high school, because I had noticed I had some teeth growing in. And me personally, when you don't have some of your old teeth pulled, because you got some new teeth coming in, I'm not gonna lie. I had two front teeth, not these, but somewhere kind of right here, where my mask teeth is, two new teeth was coming in at the front, right here, on my gums. And I had to get those two pulled out just so the two can come down. And look, it's fine. And I guess some SCPs ought to have something to do with your teeth to make it so hideous, so something out of the ordinary not no any other human should have. And I can't wait to react to it. So again, Dr. Bob, the Grinner, SCP-4910. Let's see what goes on.
Tell me if it starts to hurt, the dentist says before reaching into your mouth with a pair of orthodontic pliers and starting to pull your front teeth back into place. Evidently, your screams aren't enough of an indication of the extreme pain you feel because he doesn't stop pulling. After what feels like hours of excruciating oral surgery.
Oh, do I really have flashbacks remembering my time when I had my teeth pulled? But last I remember, they numb your gums so you don't feel no pain. And my cheeks, and no, do not be sus. Pause. No sus. My cheeks were swollen, like I looked like a chipmunk storing some acorns for the winter. Or a squirrel, either one. They're basically related. And boy, was that agonizing. Good thing I don't have to go through that again. Hopefully. Don't want to jinx it.
You're finally standing outside the dentist's office, texting with a friend. Come on, show me. It can't be that bad. Reads the message from your friend. You're nervous to send her a picture, though, since you have a small crush on the girl and you don't want her to see you in this state. But after she asks you again, you decide to take a quick selfie and send it to her anyway.
Yeah, me personally, I would not do that. Because I don't know how I would feel after she'd see that.
You snap a photo of your mangled mouth and jaw. The mess of wires had to be hastily applied to move your remaining crooked teeth back into place with globs of fast-hardening epoxy, and the result looks like a low-budget horror movie prosthetic. You send the message and wait. You watch the dots appear that indicate she's writing a response, then watch as they disappear without a reply. You sadly slip the phone back into your pocket and begin walking away. As you make your way home with your head hung in shame, you keep your mouth shut tight. You don't want any passers-by to see what you've become. You decide to detour through the park to avoid any people as much as possible, and as you walk, you decide to stop at a picnic table next to a small pond. You sit at the table and watch the ducks mill about in the water. You have it so lucky, you think. Ducks never have to worry about their teeth getting knocked out by a baseball and leaving them looking like a monster. The ducks suddenly all start moving away from your side of the pond.
Well, be lucky that you don't got teeth on your tongue, because if I'm correct, ducks and or geese has teeth on their tongues. Sure, teeth on the beak, but they also got teeth on their tongues, huh?
Eventually taking flight and leaving completely. You get the sense that they're trying to get away from something, and you turn around, but there's nothing behind you. Oh, it must be me, you think. But then you get the sense that there is something behind you, and turn again. Still though, there's nothing. It's just you, the picnic table, and the empty pond. You turn back to watch the still water, but you can't shake the feeling that there's someone behind you, and turn again. Hello? Is anyone there? You ask, but no one answers. You turn back to the pond and you scream in fright at the thing standing before you and fall back off the picnic table. You get up out of the dirt and you don't wait to stick around to see who or what this thing is. You start to run as fast as you can.
They look like a toothed warthog.
Instinctually, you take out your phone and start trying to take pictures of whatever it is that's behind you. You know no one will ever believe you, and you want some evidence of this thing. You manage to snap off a couple of pictures, but you can hear the creature gaining on you. You scream as your mouth begins to ache. Perhaps running this soon after your surgery is causing your damaged teeth to shift, and the pain is intense. It starts to feel like your mouth is full of jagged rocks, but you can feel that it is your teeth pushing out and stabbing into your mouth. You take one last picture before the creature leaps on you, sending you both to the ground, and your phone tumbling into the dirt. Early the next morning, a police perimeter has been set up in the park. The detective arrives and walks past the traumatized-looking jogger who must have been the one that discovered the grisly scene. An officer guarding the site lifts up the police tape so the detective can enter the crime scene that surrounds a body lying under a white sheet. The detective asks the officer if they've found anything yet, and the officer hands the detective a plastic bag containing a dirty cell phone. The detective puts on a latex glove and removes the phone from the bag. The screen is cracked, but it still works. There's numerous messages on the screen that look like they're from someone trying to apologize for not responding sooner, and asking where the phone's owner is and if they're mad at her. The detective opens the phone's camera app and starts looking at the last photos that were taken. It's a strange series of pictures. They seem to all be selfies that a young man was taking as he ran through the park. It almost appears as though there's a figure behind him, but it's hard to tell. There's a foggy white vignette on the pictures that gets worse the further he looks, slowly closing in until the last photo is nothing but a blurred milky white screen. The detective flips the phone over and looks at the lens, which you can see is completely covered in a hard white substance. The detective places the phone back in the evidence bag and kneels down next to the body. The police officer turns away. He's already seen the victim and doesn't need to again. The detective pulls down the sheet to reveal a truly shocking sight. The boy's mouth is a mess of teeth, far, far too many teeth. There are teeth growing out of every part of his gums at horrible angles, filling his mouth and jutting out at painfully odd angles.
I thought my teeth looked bad. That's way worse than mine. I've never been through what this man been through in the dentist. I just simply got my teeth removed. My wisdom teeth. Seeing the teeth, for some reason it just reminds me of, like, some animals when they have horns, and if they keep growing and growing and if they don't get like no treatment, like get the horns cut and get filed down, it just gonna end up being overgrown, and it's gonna be dangerous for the animal. If it pokes its eye in, it's not gonna see, or it's gonna be hard on their necks. Like it's gonna apply pressure on their necks, like they're not gonna have enough strength to hold up their horns. This one takes the cake.
Who could have done
This
this?
one's way worse.
What could have done this? The local police department may not have had any idea what the state of this victim meant, but the SCP Foundation did, because they had seen the same occurrence dozens of times before. In fact, they had seen it happen so many times that they had classified this anomalous entity as SCP-4910, but it had already earned a much more ominous nickname within the Foundation. It was known as the Grinner. Very little is known about SCP-4910, and eyewitness accounts of the creature are all extremely brief due to those who have interacted with it quickly succumbing to its effects. What is known is that SCP-4910 is a quadruped and appears to be made partially, or perhaps entirely, out of teeth. Those who encounter SCP-4910 quickly experience its primary anomalous effect, which is that it causes the extremely rapid overproduction of teeth in its victims' mouths. Existing teeth will quickly increase in size, protruding farther out of the gums than should be able, while new teeth will begin to sprout from any available space in the mouth, including the roof of the mouth and underneath the tongue. These new teeth will completely fill the mouth.
Yeah, my teeth was kind of like this, where my mouth is showing. It was two. It was not that sharp, by the way.
The mouth, which almost immediately inhibits their ability to speak or vocalize at all. The creature will then use this opportunity to attack and incapacitate the victim before starting to feed. Further adding to the mystery of SCP-4910's appearance comes from the effect it has on any nearby recording equipment. Cameras and other devices that come within SCP-4910's proximity will have their critical components compromised by a sudden appearance of a layer of dentin, which is the calcified material that partially makes up teeth. Interestingly, SCP-4910 seems to possess some level of intelligence, as it appears able to differentiate between normal civilians, who it hunts for sustenance, and members of organizations that seek to hunt down and contain or harm it, which it uses for an even more nefarious purpose. While the exact mechanics are still unclear, it seems as though SCP-4910 is able to infect certain anomalous organization members with its ability, causing them to act as a vector for the effect, who then spread it to even more victims. This effect is, of course, of great concern to the Foundation, and containment protocols for infected victims have been hastily put into place. Should a member of staff begin bearing a grin with too many teeth or multiple tooth-filled smiles, they are to be immediately immobilized by any means necessary, though preferably with a firearm that allows one to keep an appropriate distance and hopefully prevent any further spread of the effect. The infected individual is then to be doused in a hydrochloric chemical compound that will reduce the afflicted to a pulp-like substance. Once this pulp is no longer animate, it can be transferred to the closest incineration site for disposal. Should a member of personnel have an interaction with SCP-4910 and feel that they were exposed to its anomalous effects, they may be saved by taking immediate medical action. Oral surgery to remove the additional teeth has been found to be effective when the procedure is undergone in the first 1 to 2 hours following exposure, though the victim will suffer lifelong permanent physical issues from the procedure. Once 3 hours have passed, the effect will have spread to the rest of the body, with teeth appearing virtually anywhere. Unfortunately for the victim,
That's way worse than just having that in your gums.
should the infection reach this point, pain management has been shown to be ineffective, and there is nothing that can be done to alleviate their suffering, save for termination. SCP-4910 remains at large and has been given the Keter classification. Mobile Task Force Epsilon, codenamed Turfing Black, is the only MTF authorized to respond to sightings, and they have been given permission to engage the creature and utilize lethal force if necessary, due to the danger this anomaly presents specifically to the SCP Foundation. Now go and watch another entry from the files of Dr. Bob, like SCP-745, The Headlights, for another predatory creature with a very unique hunting method. And make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single anomaly as we delve further and further into the SCP Foundation's classified archives.
Way worse. Way worse. Well, wasn't tired this time. Oh man, just imagine if that actually was in real life. If the Grinner was real, then the dentist's office will be filled with a whole lot of patients. And there's no cure for it. Oof. That just will be faster if humans wouldn't gone extinct because of that thing. I knew having more teeth in your gums, that would be unsettling, but seeing that's even more unsettling if your teeth just grow everywhere part of your body and that's your next mutation in life. I hate to go through that. No thanks, Brenner. I got enough teeth already. I don't need them to be longer. I already got my pearly whites, see? They're sharp enough. They're sharp enough that I can be a carnivore. Maybe me and Melina could go out to eat. Am I right, Melina? You want to go out to eat? You want to go out to eat, Melina? You want to go eat some people? Have our enemies as dinner? And then maybe start a family and have our little kids so you can start breastfeeding. What am I doing? I'm talking about Melina because she has sharp teeth she will be even more hideous with all those teeth. But anyway, let me stop. I'm talking about teeth too much. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this little reaction video and me just keep going on like that, me talking about Melina like that, and I don't know, guys. But still, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you scare that like button, stab that notification bell, make sure you share my videos, and make sure you subscribe to our horror content. We're Fam the Dark Hoodie, and we'll see you all in the next video. And peace. I'm wide awake.